by Love. And here we go. Fast break. Love's got it. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Kyrie Irving. 8 seconds left in the first half. Here's Thompson. No good on the buzzer beater.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. A fantastic game from Draymond Green in this one.
And he really just broke out the entire arsenal of post moves there in that first half.
And I think he might even have a few more tricks up his sleeve. He'll break them out as we start heading down the stretch. I'm sure of that.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Really an extraordinary game for Green. 15 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Livingston is out there with Barbosa. Then there's Festus Ezeli. Then there's Iguodala, and it's Speights in a power forward position.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back, late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down actually last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goals, from 53 to 63% on free throws. A testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
And they're able to recover. Thompson.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Leandro Barbosa on the wing. He dishes it to Speights. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Speights has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And, you know, going back to Ezeli, impressive physically, 7'6" wingspan, 5% body fat. His skill set never catches up with his natural kid. Watch out, watch out.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And a footnote to Ezeli. One of his college administrators raved about his intelligence. He cited Ezeli's broad perspective on world trade, globalization. I tell you what, if Ezeli keeps improving, he'll soon be a serious benefactor of the economics of American sports.
Iman Shumpert has checked in for Cleveland.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Smith, the pass to Irving. It's intercepted. And now running up the court, Barbosa pushing it up. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
Smith kicks to Irving. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Thompson misses. And it's the Warriors' ball. They've scored 10 straight.
Tristan Thompson. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Livingston dishes to Iguodala. It's Leandro Barbosa on the wing. Kicks it to Ezeli. Six on the shot clock. Barbosa for 3.
Cleveland foul call.
Drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, G, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
Out to the right wing. Here's Spates. No luck. Good D from Love. The Cavaliers trail by 13. And that one's good, Irving.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Well, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence, Clark, his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. They get it back. Goes back up. 7 for 9 now with that miss. Now shooting 78% from the floor. Williams with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Williams kicks to James. Pass to Fry. Back to Williams. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And stolen by Barnes. Now the Warriors moving it up. Curry leading the charge.
Klay Thompson.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up. And for Smith and his confidence, last year even he said he's on pace to be one of the best shooters the game has ever seen. So obviously not lacking in belief in his ability.
Here's Dellavedova, guarded by Curry. James, the pass to Mozgov. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his first personal foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can
the line for
see
your
that one pretty
Cavaliers.
clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a
Two
good call by
shots.
the officials.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Warriors leading by 13.
Harrison Barnes.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
The assist.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
The drive by James. Here's Dellavedova. And it's sent back by Bogut. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Warriors ahead as they end the third quarter on a 15-6 run. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position.
For 3.
Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Fry in at the 5. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
LeBron
And James gets it to go.
And he's not going to pass up on chances like that. Even with just a sliver of daylight, he can get to the rim.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Wasted no time on that one. And it's 9 points for Kyrie Irving.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Smith comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. It's LeBron with the drive.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Green missing again.
One made 3 on for the game. Does he focus closer in?
At the line,
Let's
your
see.
Cavaliers.
It's been a solid outing for LeBron. He's got 8 points,
Taking
and
2
he's
shots.
blocked a shot today as well.
And he's clearly showing off his smarts in a few ways today. That block just being one of them. Just a savvy basketball player.
And how much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
Warriors foul.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
There's the dish to Curry. Oh!
How about that, Kevin?
What range on that
Cavaliers
shot.
Unbelievable.
That's amazing.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have
And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively, saying, listen, let's make the simple play. Take care of the basketball. We can't afford to waste any possessions. Guys, can they clean it up?
That's his first personal foul.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm before the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet.
Spates with it. Picked up by Love. Ezeli dishes to Iguodala. Here's Spates.
Cleveland
And a foul on the
foul.
shot. He'll go to the strike for
Kevin
two.
Love.
That one on
That's
Love.
his first personal foul.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Oh my gosh, I just
The
got that.
activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
J.R. Smith on the wing. James outside. Poked away. Warriors leading by 14. Barbosa for three. And again, it's the Warriors missing. From deep three-point range. And that's good. J.R. Smith for three.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Again, it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Irving kicks to Love. Smith right side. Smith missing again.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down. And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Warriors.
Clark, look at their number of assists.
Well, they minimized the one-on-one situations, Kevin. They got the ball moving, and it found the open guy.
Great ball movement. You're right.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Draymond Green. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Timeout. Start it.
Now now a timeout called by Golden State.